Damn, don't you hate when you sneeze, but you don't sneeze? The sneeze is stuck. Okay. That's up. Hi, my name is Ezra Prince. I'm a singer. My album Diana just came out last week. And I'm gonna be singing for you. What artist do you like? I don't wanna leave my baby alone. I don't want nobody else to hold you. That's a chance I'll take. Baby, I'll stay. Heaven can wait on. The angels took me from this earth. I'll tell them bring me back to her. That's the chance I'll take. Baby, I'll stay. Heaven can wait. Can y'all drop your names or something in the chat, please? Please subscribe. But I would like to know, what are your thoughts? Katy Perry and some other celebrities just went to space. These dumb assholes. They're never getting out. Watch they be dead. That's not funny. It's not funny. I'm doing good, Kendall. But white people, always just doing some shit. They never just want to stay in a house or something. Hi, Airstream 123. They never want to stay in the house. They just always very adventurous people. You know what I'm saying? Going to space, going in the submarine, doing all this shit. This is not right. Then when they appear dead like the motherfuckers in the submarine, they be everywhere, oh my God. No. Why would you go in the submarine with no food or water with a PlayStation fucking controller as the remote? You think you're in a video game, don't you? We don't gotta explore. You know what we should explore? Options for the homeless. Let's explore options for the homeless. Let's explore human rights, shall we? Let's explore not bombing children, shall we? You know, why you gotta explore outer space? Can we explore treating people with respect? I know that, now that is a foreign concept. Niggas will rather, discover aliens than give food to the homeless. My God. Isn't it strange how people can change? Please subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Strangers to friends, friends to lovers, and strangers again. We're trying to escape ourselves. Not all of us. Not all of us. A lot of these rich white people have too much time on their hands. This is the problem, Too much time on their hands. That's why they like to wrestle sharks and alligators, get stung by poisonous spiders on YouTube. They just do everything but stop colonizing. Nah, I'm not a racist. Look, we all gotta die at the end of the day. Let's think bigger than us. What is bigger than us? We haven't even mastered us. We haven't even mastered the concept of human biology yet. Why are we trying to pick apart alien DNA, try to contact aliens? There's so much research to be done about different autoimmune diseases. You know, a cure for AIDS, a cure for cancer. You know, why don't we focus on those things instead of submarines and spaceships? The shit, yeah, it's just useless. Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home, you like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, and I have a moment before I go, 'cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, it sounds like a song. My God, this reminds me when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we're scared of getting old and made us restless. You're just like a movie, you're just like a song. When we were young, when we were young. Thank you, Faith XY. Today we're just going to, you know, do a little singing and do a little whoop whoop bop bop. I'm going to do a hard song because I'm pressuring myself to sing every day. And, well, I do sing every day, but to increase my range and just get better, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm doing. But you gotta be like, I don't wanna stand, but you gotta be kind of like stand, like your back, everything is straight so you can get the most projection, you know? I love you, I love you. Baby, I love you, you are my life. My happiest moments weren't complete if you weren't by my side. You're my relation, connection to the sun. You're next to me, there's no darkness I can't overcome. You are my raindrops, I am the sea. You and God, who's my sunlight, a bloom and grow so beautifully. Baby, I'm so proud, proud to be a girl. You made the confusion go away from Miss Cole and me. I am in love with you, you set me free. I can't do this thing, 'cause life without you here with me, 'cause I'm dangerously in love with you. I'll never leave you. Just keep loving me the way I love you, loving me. 'Cause I know you love me for who I am. Since before I became who I am, baby, you were my man. No, it ain't easy loving me. I appreciate the love and dedication from you to me. Later on in my destiny, see myself having your child, see myself being your wife, and I see my whole future in your eyes. Thought of all my love for you, I'm time to wanna cry. Mary J. Blige, yeah, because this song is very difficult, but I've gotten so much better at it. What is the Mary J. Blige song I was just singing, child? Lord. What is popular Mary J. Blige songs? Put some popular Mary J. Blige songs. And I can't sleep without you, baby. Hey, oh, oh, hey. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you so much. Let's see, what else are we going to do? I might do Speechless. In order for me to get better at singing, I gotta sing Beyonce. That's the only way. That's the only way, you know? You got me. You got me speechless. Hey, you been, baby. I waited for you all day. I waited for you to use the key that opens my place. My heart starts trembling as I hear your footsteps pace. Lock open, door not turn. There appear your face. Going out my head, I think I'm losing all my mind. Drive me crazy, burning candles, making love all night. Feels so strange, it feels so crazy to be in your world. In your arms, lost for words, you got me. You got me. You got me. You got me speechless. Laying so closely, I feel your skin rubbing and touching me. Okay. As the world is changed, then just you and me. And apparently, I think you're so cool, even though I'm cooler than you. Have I ever rapped? Yeah, I have a rap song on my recent album. I have a couple rap songs. If you want to see one of my rap songs on my recent album, Diana, Ezra Prince on all platforms, go to Scar. Scar by Ezra Prince. It's a rap song with a Sade cover. With a Sade sample. I should have known. I live alone. Just goes to show. I have 8 albums. Working on the 9th right now. Just goes to show that the blood you bleed is just the blood you owe. We were a pair, but I saw you there. Too much to bear. You were my life, but life is far away from fair. Was I stupid to love you? Was I reckless to help? Was it obvious for everybody else that I've fallen for life? You were never on my side. Hold me once, hold me twice. Are you dead for paradise? Now you'll never see me cry. There's just no time to die. There's just no time to die. Right. All my information is on the website that I just pinned, EzraPrince.org. You want to see what I'm doing now? You want to see what I'm doing later? Everything's there for you. All right. My heart starts trembling, and I hear your footsteps pace. What is another song that I sing by her? Oh, Halo. I'm thinking when they asked me to do a Beyonce tribute, I gotta pick a good song because I cannot sing 95% of her discography. But the little songs I can sing, I'm gonna be practicing for years before they ask me to do the tribute because I cannot get up there and embarrass myself in front of Beyonce. Imagine that. All she gonna remember about you is you suck. It cannot be. It cannot be. Okay. And Halo is like ironic because I call my supporters and fans angels. So hello to all of my angels out there. Remember those walls I built, baby, you're tumbling down. Didn't even put up a fight, didn't even make a sound. I let you in, but never really had a doubt. Standing like a halo, I'm my angel now. It's like I've been awakened, never had to break it. It's a risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna shut you out. Ever I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. Pray you won't fade away. Everything I need and more is fitting all over your face. Baby, I can see your halo. Pray you won't fade away. I can see a halo, halo, halo. Ooh, ooh. Hit me like a ray of sun, burning through my darkest night. You're the only one that I want. Think I'm addicted to your light. Swear I'll never fall again, but this don't really feel like falling. Gravity can't begin to pull me back to the ground again. It's like I've been awakened, every rule that you're breaking, that's the risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. Pray it won't fade away. Everything I need and more is written all over your face. Baby, I can see your halo. Pray it won't fade away. I can see a halo, halo. I can see a halo, halo. Hello, Tyler. And Third Acorn, thank you for your subscription to my channel. And you're welcome. All right. What else is there? Trying to think of another song. Rub your back, touch your neck. All right, some Adele for you. I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you putting me and Beyonce in the fucking same sentence is a compliment. I ain't even gotta read it, sweetie. Me and her in the same sentence is a compliment. Thank you. Okay. I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're better now. I heard that your dreams came true. That she gave you things I couldn't give to you. Old friend, why you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. I hate to turn it up out the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, couldn't fight it. I hope you see my face, that you'll be reminded of me. It isn't over. Never mind how to find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, highway. I remember you said sometimes it lasts love, sometimes it hurts and stays. Sometimes it lasts in love, sometimes it hurts inside. You know how the time flies only. Yesterday was the time of our lives. We were born and raised in a summer haze, bound by the surprise of our glory days. I hate to turn up out the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, couldn't fight it. I hope you see my face, that you'll be reminded that for me, it isn't over. Alright. What is another good song? Oh, Tyler, while I have you here, what's your favorite song off of Diana? Quickly. Did you guys see my YouTube video? I mean, my music video for the music video for Cash and Roses and the music video for Cry and Repeat. You know, a bitch's been working. You lazy hoes cannot relate to that. Why? Explain further, Tyler. Watch Cry and Repeat. That's the best music video I've ever made. Other than Turpa Secret. Da, 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 da. I want to sing Billie Holiday, but her style is so specific, which I feel like I'm creating a style that's specific too, but Southern trees bear strange fruit. Southern trees bear strange fruit. Blood on the leaves and blood at the root. Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze. Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Astral scene of the gallant south. The bulging eye. Are you still with your girlfriend that you hate? Let that girl live her life. Nevertheless. Okay, don't say anything. The bulging eyes and the twisted mouth. Scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. The sudden smell of burning flesh. Okay, let's listen to some songs on Diana, shall we? You do hate her. You treat her like you hate her, so, you know. That's good enough, ain't it? Shit. Let's listen to the rap song on my new album. You know? Let's hear it. You know it's Easy P, the motherfucking diva. Huh? This is how she's dying. Stream Diana on all platforms, babe. This is how she's dying. Huh. Killing hoes is my MO. Big stepper, bitch. Words critical. I came in swinging on my own, leaving with a few booties straight to the dome. Mind fucked up on some other shit, coping with a big fucking money clip. Best show girl on the boulevard. Competition don't want to work hard. Dying trying to make a fucking imprint. Lying trying or sense. Trying to play this shit innocent, but he buying all the dreams I'm selling him. Heart on fire, feeling quite consumed. You know who's in the wrong. Thank you. You know who's in the wrong. This is how she's dying. I could be a cool DJ at them white people parties where they do this all day, woo, woo, and they be on acid and shit. Yeah, I'll be right there. This is how she's dying. Going nowhere, in nowhere. Hate in her eyes, gotta love her stare. Pep in her step, she going somewhere. Cause I never fight fair. Killing hoes is my MO. Big stepper, bitch. Words critical. Diamond on the ring. And never need anything. Yeah, you know it's the diva. Bitches. Like the switch on my blade, bitch. It's so funny because I'm not even gangsta. I do have a switchblade though. Anywho, I'm thinking, I feel like Cry and Repeat is my favorite song on the album. And the thing about me is I switch up genres so much, you never know what's coming next. Because Cry and Repeat is like inspired by like a Clams Casino type of vibe, electronic, it's different, it's on you bitches' necks. You know, the versatility is unmatched. The versatility is unmatched. I know nobody know about that, but you know, Queen of Angels right here. Tyler, you were here for the lives that I used to thirst trap my ass off. I used to thirst trap so hard, belly dancing on a fucking live. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, boy? What do you mean by that? What, you know, let's get into Vixen, because I'm in my R&B bag, you know? When the album is 7 songs and each song is a different genre, your favorite could never. Yikes. Anyways. By the way, Tyler, I am manifesting Drake as my husband. So manifest with me, you know, touch and agree. We're getting to it. I love this song. Seeing you across the room, I want your hands all on my skin. I must admit, I love your eyes. You're in my head all the time. I hate how you play and joke in my face, but love on your hands, fit on my ways. Must admit, I love your eyes. Come in close. You sitting low, hands on my thighs, I overdose. Smile on my face, hands round my throat. Smile on my face, hands round my throat. I'm just a vixen, you're just my interest. Fuck all this tension, let's get to business. I'm just a vixen, you're just my interest. Fuck all this tension, let's get to business. Take it slow, don't do the most. You know I'm sensitive around you though. Say what I like and do what you want. Fire and ice, you're never cold. I sit by the phone. You know how I am, so don't do me wrong. Gonna be chased, but I'm not a dog. Either way, I get what I want. Trust me, I have lust for eyes. Chains in my face, dirt on your name. I talk my shit. A part of our game. I'm just a vixen, you're just my interest. I'm just a vixen, you're just my interest. Fuck all the sin, I pray to these digits. You're just my interest. Let's get to business. I have lust for eyes. But when you doing that thing that I like. This shit is hot. Nobody can fuck with my pen. Doing that thing that I like. Really? Because guess what? For the people who is new in the chat, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the Angel Club. Welcome to heaven on earth. But I write 100% of all my songs. I know nobody can relate to that nowadays. Yeah, I'm feeling that way. Yeah, Cry and Repeat, man, that music video is so hard. And you know, I edit, direct, and produce all my music videos. Like, I gotta brag on this fucking live today, bro. Because bitches is fake, bitches is weird. They don't want to give you props and credit where it's due. But you know, I'm feeling like Drake today. I want to say, you know, it's the boy, but it's the girl. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got my own thing. He says he's the boy. I'm the diva. You know it's Easy P, the motherfucking diva. You feel me? All right. I love Cash and Roses. That's the first song I made on this album. It's the first song I recorded, first song I wrote for this album. I would never let somebody write for me. I'm just me. I don't want to say I'm too good for that. But this is the thing about the industry, right? You have to work with your talent. If your talent is rapping, you should not be having people write for you, because the talent is being able to write raps. If your talent is singing, you're just the singer, like Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, etc., then as long as nobody's singing for you, then you can have people write for you. What do you mean if I directed Cry and Repeat? I direct all of my music videos. I filmed Cash and Roses myself, but I direct, edit, produce all of my music videos. Nobody touches my shit but me. Leighton Green, yeah, I think I know who that is. Light skinned girl. She was really popping before she had a baby. I hope she get back in her bag. Of course I directed it. When I write, I go for the jugular. If it's not disturbing like Tupac, blasphemy, then it doesn't interest me. Good for you, sweetie. Love that for you. You are the Tyler Perry of music. Nikki. That is such an insult. Nikki! I hate Tyler Perry. Oh my God. Oh, but I see what you're saying, because he writes all his shit, he directs all his shit. I get it. But I hate that nigga, bro. I do. I do, my love. Because the thing about it is, he depicts black people so bad. So bad. So, like, literally the worst. The only character that has anything going for them in the movies is him. when he's playing that fucking lawyer character or a good father character. Literally, he's so horrible. I never flinched like you did. Martin Jean, you half hater, half fan. It's real weird, baby. What would I never do artistically? Give a fuck what a bitch think. Ah! Because you cannot, I don't know. That's not a real answer. It is, but I know what you mean. What would I never do artistically? Other than having people write for me, I would never talk about pussy in songs. I would never work for Tyler Perry. No. I would never work. I don't care how much money he would offer me. If he offered me $3 trillion, I wouldn't work for him. Because the way he depicts black people is so terrible. He's a sellout. Every single movie he makes is we crackheads, we felons, we baby mamas, we heartbroken, we angry, all this shit. Why is it never a positive black movie? You want to know why? Because they pay him to put out bullshit. You think he has the biggest black studio in Atlanta? For what? For making good shit? For making shit that's positive about black people? No. It's always some bullshit. It's never anything positive about black people, ever. So the thing about it is, why would I want to be a part of something that's not positive for black people? I want to create movies and scenes and videos and art that shows black people in a positive light. Because we're not all baby mamas. We're not all stupid. We're not all fucking cross-dressers and doing all this weird ass, crazy ass shit. I know a lot of black people who are educated. It doesn't even matter if you want me to be a doctor in the show, because guess what? He gonna have 15 black women in there with their wig turned around backwards doing cocaine and crack. So that's why it's just like, I don't even care if he depicts me in a good light. The other people, it should not be no negative black characters in one of his movies. Can he do one movie where it's no negative black characters? It's not just business. When you sell your soul to the fucking white and J-Man, I'm not gonna say the name because you know how they get. I scared, especially since I'm trying to be with Drake. So you know what I'm saying. Day 15 of manifesting Drake, baby. So I can't say too much. But when you sell your soul to these people, they make sure you never show black people in a good light. That's why it's all this murder music circulating. Yeah, why is your nose white in every single movie? With the long nails. Literally every bad stereotype about black women and black men he puts in his movies. It's like he's getting caricatures. If y'all know history, y'all know what mammies are, right? Hold on, let me address something real quick. The guy asked me what would I never do musically, like artistically. I would never talk about pussy, my pussy. I'll talk about eating somebody else's pussy, you know, but not my pussy. What was I saying? Mammies, you know what mammies are? These fat black women who cook and got these big lips. They make dolls out of mammies. But that is an exaggeration of the black woman. Not every black woman looks like that. It's making fun of the black woman. That is exactly what Tyler Perry does. And black men are always looked at and questioned about their sexuality and their masculinity. Like there is a microscope on black masculinity. And for you to get in every one of the movies with a fucking dress on and some fake titties and just doing weird shit. Now, I don't want no beef with the LGBTQ because you know how they get. They'll cancel your whole fucking shit. But that should not be depicted. It makes black people look bad. He have bad wigs. Everything's low budget. The nigga can't even buy fake snow for the fucking movies. He put blankets on the roof. White blankets on the roof. He don't even buy fake snow. He put white blankets on the roof. Like, for example, Sheila, a fat black woman married to a black man. The black man treat her terrible, and she's desperate, and it plays into this like stereotype that fat women are desperate and they will do anything for love. You see all these a list of things. He's just a fucking bad. He's bad at his job. Well, you know, he's great at his job for the white man, but he's bad at his responsibility to his morals, if he even has any. Okay, and then let's get to Martin Jean. Let me get in your ass real quick, bitch. Because ever since I started going live on YouTube last year, your ass been in my comments. You have a bunch of different accounts with different names, nigga, but I know you. I know you. You talking about, I never strip for money, I'm a real man. Great. I hope you didn't strip for money, because nobody will want to see you naked, bitch. That's number uno. Okay? Numero uno. I never flinched like you did. What the fuck does that mean? Yes, I strip for money. So the fuck what? You know what your mom do? She sell it for $40 and a can of fucking soda, bitch. That's why your lights was always turned off when you was growing up. The pussy wasn't worth much, so all you could afford was ramen noodles. The electric stove didn't work either, so you was cooking them ramen noodles with a fucking lighter and a spoon. Don't come for me, ho. I didn't say nothing to your comment. Talking about, oh, if it's not lyrical like Tupac, I'm not interested. I gave you a thumbs up because I don't give a fuck. Good for you. Go listen to Tupac then. Dig up his dead corpse and fuck it, since you in his fucking face so much. Since you on his dick so much. Ho? Yes, I do consider myself LGBTQ, but I don't fuck with them niggas because it's a lot of shit that they be doing. I talk about this on my podcast. It's a lot of shit that they do that I don't agree with. I'm bisexual, but I have my own community. Me and me, that's it. Because we talking about, oh, we should be teaching kids about queerness. No, we shouldn't though. Kids and sexuality don't mix. And if anybody thinks differently, we need to put them on a watch list. I don't care who you is. I don't care who you is. If you think kids should learn about sexuality, I'm talking about kids under the age of 12. And even when they do start to learn about sexuality, they start to force narratives. If you can't tell by now that they're forcing narratives based off of what they cut from the U.S. aid funding, this conversation is not for you. But sexuality, queerness, LGBTQ, all that is about is sex. Who you want to have sex with. Kids should not be thinking about kissing, fucking, sucking, none of that. Kids shouldn't even hug each other, nigga. If it was up to me, 6 feet apart, don't touch each other. Because you know what? It's an epidemic of kids raping kids. There was this girl in Australia gang raped. She's 6 years old. Gang raped by 5 little boys her age on the fucking playground. With the resurgence of extreme far-right politics, red pill content, misogynistic content, that all goes hand in hand with dehumanizing women and seeing them as your property. Now a 6-year-old got to go through a traumatic, life-changing experience because some little boys raped her. Yeah, let me look up this article for y'all because I want y'all to know I come with the facts. So sex and kids don't mix. And these people, the thing about it is, the farther down, like, the deeper you go into LGBTQ, the deeper, it either goes two ways, predator or pedophile. That's my final opinion. The deeper you get into it, you see these motherfuckers as either predators or pedophiles because they quick to tell you, oh, you're homophobic or transphobic if you wouldn't date a trans woman. You should date anybody. That's the same ideology as a fucking rapist. Why won't you date me? Oh, I'm entitled to your sexual attention and your intimacy, and if you don't give it to me, you're some type of fucking phobic. No, nigga, I don't want you or a group of people like you. Like, fuck, nigga. This is the article. But the thing about it is, parents ain't parenting. They let these school systems and that phone raise their kids. Should kids have access to technology? To a certain extent. But a lot of these kids are being raised by the media. They're being raised by their teachers and their fucked up ideologies. So it's this channel. I did a podcast episode about this. It's this channel where this non-binary person is teaching kids and interviewing kids. Oh, I'm a drag kid. What the fuck is a drag kid? Oh, thank you so much. She said, I don't understand English, but you're very beautiful. Thank you. What the fuck is a drag kid? He said that he said his pronouns was he, him. I don't want to disrespect these people because they very sensitive. You notice all these people with they, them, the pronouns in the bio, you call them the wrong thing on accident, even though they look like a man. How you gonna be mad at me? You look like a man, and I called you he, him on accident. This is my first time meeting you. This is my first time meeting you, and you have a mustache. What the fuck else is it? What the fuck else is it? What the fuck else is it? Nevertheless, you want to be she, her with a mustache. Got it. Whatever you say, ma'am. But he said that he is a drag kid and he started doing drag at 2 years old. 2. That means uno, dos. For the non-English speakers. Uno, dos años. Yeah. Dos años, drag kid. How the fuck you a drag kid at 2? This is what I'm talking about, indoctrination. A 2-year-old is digging up their ass, pulling off their diaper. Some of them still wear diaper or pull up. Not even potty trained. The child is not potty trained, yet it knows it wants to be a girl. Full face of makeup, drag. I'm done. You know who need to be speaking to first graders? Firefighters, medical professionals, lawyers, somebody who's actually done something significant with their life. They keep calling trans people brave. What is brave about putting on a different outfit than your gender? What is brave about that, bro? And you know what? I hate to be a hater, but it is what it is. I work with a woman, a trans woman, and I fuck with her because she doesn't tell people that she's trans unless she's like dating them or whatever, but she just exists. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these trans people, their only personality trait is being gay or trans. And it's annoying because they always want to talk about it. There's people who have bigger struggles than LGBTQ, like racial issues. Do you think I talk about being black all 24/7? No, that's just like a fat person always talking about they fat and they hungry. Nobody want to hear you talk about that. Big back. And it's nothing you can say to shut these people up. Everything is trans this, gay this, rainbow this. Shut up. You wonder why people don't like you because you bring attention to your differences. These people are not experienced in being oppressed because I'm talking about mainly white gay people. They're not experienced in being oppressed. So when they adopt these oppressive ideologies and identities, they don't know how to behave with these new set of rules. When you are different, when you are a minority, when you are a marginalized group, you must act in a certain way and bring in attention to your differences. In history, these people are not intelligent. That's the problem. Historically has never worked for anybody. So if you think black people still being lynched for just existing while black, what the fuck makes you think that you are going to get respect in a white Christian nationalist society? They don't think. That's the problem. And they try to relate this shit to racial issues. It doesn't relate. It doesn't relate. Because at any time you decide that you don't want to be trans no more, you don't want to be gay no more, guess what? All you got to do is decide. And guess what? The oppression is gone. You're no longer oppressed. You're no longer looked at differently. You just go back to being normal. You're no longer looked at differently. But you can't wash black off. You see how it don't come off? You see that? You see how it don't come off? So for you to say, oh, black people need to support gay people more because we go through the same struggles. Lies. Close that mouth up. You wonder why nobody listens when you speak or respect you because you have nothing important or valuable to say. You always want to come out. Oh, I'm coming out. I'm gay. We knew you was gay. The way you switch your ass, baby. The way you walk, talk, act, and breathe and eat is gay. Why do you have to come out about it? Why do you have to do rainbow parades, inviting kids to rainbow parades where these motherfuckers is half naked? Titties is out at the fucking pride parades and you inviting kids. Kids should not see titties except for their mother's titty when they breastfeeding. That's it. This shit is, people forget, I don't know why. I read an article about this. Kids who are different, like alternative, weird, ugly, just different from, or alternative, like from the norm, they gravitate to LGBTQ, even if they're not gay. This is the problem. You got kids who are very susceptible to influence. And if they're just a little weird and they're ostracized by society and their peers, why wouldn't they go to the fucking house full of rainbows, smiles, you know, Starbucks and shit, and be like, you know what? I want to be over here because these people are going to accept me. Do you know LGBT will accept somebody who thinks that they're a dog? Bestiality, all that shit. They accept all that shit. You think you a dog and you hopping around with a tail in your ass and shit. Now we got 9-year-olds hopping around with tails in their ass. Barking. We got human children dressing up as animals and making the sounds. Therians. It is so bad that when I dressed up as a cat for Halloween, niggas thought I was a Therian. Ho, it's October. You see me now, don't you? April. It's too much. I'm about to look up my article and I'm going to put it in the chat. If you guys like to read, you can also listen to it as an audiobook. It's ridiculous. It's called Everything is Gay, the Liberal Weapon of Mass Destruction. So why is everything rainbow and fun and cute? It attracts children. Who else like rainbows but kids? Grown-ups don't gravitate to rainbows. Only children do. Everything about LGBTQ is a marketing strategy. So much so that they're using U.S. aid, U.S. tax dollars to put on plays and infomercials in third world countries about being gay and trans. These people don't have access to clean water, but guess what they have access to? a play about trans people. These people don't have food on a regular basis. They don't have AC. They don't have running water. They don't have electricity. But you know what they have? Fucking infomercials about being gay. Why aren't we using USAID to get these people food? And you tell me this is not an agenda? You telling me this is not an agenda? Now I'm all for people doing what they want to do with their life. But as soon as you start forcing it down other people's throat, and they swear it's not forcing it. They just say, oh, for so long we were oppressed, which is true. Which is true. I watched many documentaries about this, especially during the AIDS crisis in the 80s. They would, even gay clubs, the police would come in there and beat everybody up and arrest them. So they were oppressed for a long time. Exactly. LGBT is very child friendly. And that's the problem. Nigga, everything should be muted tones, black and white. Why? It's very child friendly, and only children gravitate to that shit. It's a multi-level marketing scheme. Okay, promote this live, baby. Post it somewhere. I'll be here, you know. But this is why, if I was a politician, everything would be run different. And I don't agree with everything that Trump does, but at some point, we have to be living, look, we got to be fucking for real. At some point, we got to live in reality. Exactly. Why? And you cutting off your child dick while they, or inverting it. Sorry. Let me be surgery specific for these niggas. You're inverting your child's dick and they're under 18. You know how many things that I wanted to be and do when I was a teenager? You know how many things I wanted to do as a teenager? None of which I want to do now as a fucking grown-ass woman. So if we feed into every one of our child's whims, like, where would we be? Where are we going as a society? But I saw Nikki's comment, and I want to get back to what Nikki said. Do I think parents should be stricter? No. I think parents just need to be more involved and pay more attention to their children. And you know what? I used to want to wear boy clothes all the time. You see me right now? And my mom was like, do you want to be a boy? Because that was the beginning of the bullshit. It was everywhere. Trans, everything was everywhere when I was in middle school. It was the beginning of that. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be a fucking boy. I just like comfortable boy clothes. And if I didn't have the mental fortitude to be able to understand the difference between liking to wear certain things, being a transvestite, or being a transsexual, because baby, it's levels to this. Transvestite is basically drag queens, cross-dressers. Transsexual is they get the sexual operation. Transgender is that they live their life completely as the different gender, but they might not get the operation. I outgrew a lot of things. I've been bisexual for a long time. I knew that for a long time, that I'm attracted to women. But I never was indoctrinated into that. None of my family members were out as gay. I didn't watch that stuff on TV. I grew up in a Christian household. So being attracted to the other gender or the same gender is a natural phenomenon. I do believe that. But putting it in everything, it's everywhere on the media, it's all in the TV shows, all this other shit, and it's like something just clicked, and it's everywhere. And you telling me this is not an agenda? It's too much. But you can't say transvestite no more. But that's what it is. Cross-dressing, assimilation, and surgery. Assimilation is just assimilating your whole entire life as being a woman or a man. You know what I'm saying? Just going with that. But when I tell you, they need to be more involved in their children's lives. Back to what I was saying about what Nikki said. Because when you understand your child, you talk to your child. You talk to your child, you understand where their head is at. You really get into what they're consuming, what their teachers are telling them. But the only way you can do that, and the most effective way, is to almost be friends with your child. I know a lot of parents be thinking that, oh, I'm not your little friend. We've all heard that, especially if you're Black. But you have to be on a certain level because you have to get your child to trust you. Because as soon as they hit puberty, between, let's say, the ages of 13 and 23, they're not going to believe anything you say. They don't trust you because it is a biological thing for the child not to trust the parents or to like stray away from the parents, because back in the day when there wasn't a lot of bloodlines, they wanted to prevent incest. So it's a biological adaptation for the child to not want to be around the father and mother so they would not be impregnated by them. And it happens a lot in young girls. That's why they say, oh, the teenage years with girls, they're so hard to raise, because it prevented ancestral implantation, pregnancy from your father, essentially. So you have to really get on their level and talk to them, not like from an authoritarian perspective, but humble yourself to your child so you can know the tea. And don't judge them and don't punish them for telling you the truth. Because when they feel like they can't tell you the truth, they never will again. Trust me on that. When your child feels like that they can't tell you the truth, they will stop telling you the truth. So you have to have a great balance between being friends with your child and being a guide. But you have to know that you don't own these children. Whoever you believe in, if you believe in God, God gave you this gift, this child, to guide to the next parts of their life. You don't own anybody, even your children. They're going to do what they want to do, whether it's in your house or out of your house. So you have to be a good foundation for them. But you can't be too strict because it's going to push them away. So you have to find a balance. It's not easy, especially when you have a lot of other things to worry about, but it's possible. And I feel like a lot of people have children that they don't even fucking want. So that's why a lot of adults act the way they do, because they come from a household of not being loved, not being appreciated, not being wanted. And how do you think that manifests in an adult? Children who are unwanted grow up to be bitch ass niggas. We see it every day, you know? And it's the saying, oh, your mother didn't hug you enough, or you have daddy issues, you have mommy issues. Yeah, this is real, and this is how it manifests. I don't really talk to my family about my personal life. My dad knows I'm bisexual, but it's not a conversation. Because I'm going to do what I want to do regardless. I'm so grown. It is what it is. But my dad never judged me about it at all. So I never felt like shunned by my parents about like me being who I am. But also I'm not one of those gays who is always like talking about being gay. It's just what I do in my personal life. You know? And it's nobody's fucking business. You know what I'm saying? I don't make it everybody's business. Because this ideology, this lifestyle makes people uncomfortable. And I understand that. I understand. Especially imagine, even though it's not right, I'm not saying it's right, you come from a Christian white household and anything alternative is like foreign to you. Of course it makes you uncomfortable. It's just like, it's alien. It's literally alien. This lifestyle contradicts everything that you were born in. It's some white people who never meet black people to this day. They live in these sundown towns where it's all white, all racist, all Mormon, all Amish, all alt-right Christian households. And then when you get around different types of people, it's beyond a culture shock because the indoctrination of religion is so strong. That's why I talk about being anti-religious in my books, The Conspirator on Amazon, if you want to purchase my book. It's because the indoctrination of these religions will make you think anything that's opposed to Jesus, God, the Bible is a hellable offense. It is something that will guarantee damnation. Being gay. Mormons think being black is a fucking curse. So imagine you're born and raised within this set of ideologies, and then you see other people and you are exposed to a different type of world. Of course you're going to judge them because you're raised to be judgmental. So I don't get around people acting fucking gay or anything like that because first and foremost, I don't want to get into it with a bitch because I will. Because I don't support the hate speech and all that other shit. But I don't want unnecessary conflict and I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. That's why even though I don't agree with the fucking trans shit at all, I'll use the he, him pronoun, the non-binary, they, them pronoun, z, them pronoun, she, her pronoun. I'll do it because it's just about respecting everybody, you know? I don't think I would make a good parent because I'm selfish and I get overstimulated a lot because I'm autistic. But I would make a great auntie. You know, if somebody need a babysitter, the rich auntie, you know, I'll be good at that. I'll be a great step parent. But to have to be responsible solely for a child, I would be a menace to society. Because if anything bad happened to my child, say for instance, the thing I was talking about with the Australian girl where she got gang raped by a whole bunch of little boys, them little boys would be dead. And the parents too. Everybody got to die. About mine. Everybody. Imagine you raise a child in your womb. You grow a fucking life in your womb for 9 to 10 months. You raise them up. You build a connection. They suck on your nipple for life. And then you gonna do something to my seed? Sorry. You're going to see Jesus very soon. Bye. Actually, you're going to see the devil because you're going to hell for fucking with me. So that's why I would be in jail. Probably 2 years within me having a child. I would be in jail. So it wouldn't be worth it, you know? And that's real shit. That is the link to my book, The Conspirator, where I talk more deeply about these topics. I'm working on my 4th book right now. It's going to come this summer. I've been doing a lot of studying about different things so I can be as precise as possible. But it includes themes of anthropology, mythology, sociology, and philosophy. It's called AMPS for a reason. AMPS. Anthropology, mythology, philosophy, sociology. And it's a play on words, you know. Amplify, amplify all of the themes and ideas from my previous works. But I gotta go get something to eat, y'all. It was fun. It was nice. I'll be back on live, but I gotta go because I'm hungry. But I will see you later, angels. Thank you, OG angels. Shout out to Tyler. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to XOXO. Shout out to Greg Davis. Shout out to Free From Illusions. Shout out to all my OG angels.